Well, there's always the good side and then the bad side. So I'm gonna start something really bad so that I can have a good stuff later on. So let's say we'll have our punishment, then only our rewards. So let's start with the worst movie of 2016, shall we? When I was writing on my notebook on my list of the worst movie of 2016, so I had a lot. I wrote down a lot. There were a couple of worst movie of the year to the point I hate the film so much. Then I realized that there are more disappointing films than worst movie of 2016. In the end, I had to combine. So if you watch this one, I will be starting from the 10 to 1, which you can say descending, most disappointing to the worst film. But please be reminded that this list is based on my only opinion, that how I feel about this film. Later I will be describing why I felt that this film really deserved in this list, in this top 10 list of the worst movie of the year. This is based on my opinion. If you have other opinion, please to let me know what is your worst film of the year. Share your thoughts with me, and maybe we have a very similar thinking. Just comment down below and let me know. Number 10, I'm gonna put Lights Out. Okay, Lights Out is something that I wanna get scared of, because it really had a very, very promising plot, got me excited for the film. But it was the execution, the time spent on the film, it felt very, very budgeted to the point I'm not even scared of the film. I felt wasted in this film. Turns out I wasn't scared. If the scary movie is scary, then it's a very, very successful movie. But turns out this is not scary at all. I wasn't full attention to it. I was bored the hell out of myself. So, Lights Out, barely even made it into my top disappointing film of the year. Well, it got it. Number 9, I have to put Jason Bourne. I enjoy Jason Bourne, the first 3 Jason Bourne, Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, and Bourne Ultimatum. And then now we have the 4th installment called Jason Bourne. I do not know whether is this in the book. I felt that this film was badly executed. There's so many things I didn't even care for. But I'm not saying that there's not a good quality in this film. The good quality of this film was the action. The action was not too bad. It was quite enjoyable, but it's not as memorable or epic as the first 3. I felt like this film was so unnecessary, so unwell-done. There's so many things that is recycled. There's gonna be another trilogy of Jason Bourne. I felt very, very bad for it. I'm not excited. After I watched the film, I felt very, very negative. I don't like this film at all. It felt wasted. There's so many potential. We have Matt Damon back. This is one of those films that I got really, really hyped, and then it didn't go how I wanted. It was very, very disappointing. It wasn't entertaining at all. Not like the first 3 where I got hooked. I still remember when I watched Bourne Supremacy, I wanted to watch the next one, which was the Ultimatum. I want that hype, but this one didn't give me the hype, the excitement at all. So this one made it to my list. Number 8. Okay, this one I went in a very average expectation. I'm not gonna give too much hope on it. And then when I came out of the cinema, I was utterly disappointed. It was Secret Life of Pets. Secret Life of Pets is literally the first Toy Story film, and it was executed very, very poorly. Why do I say that? The jokes were not funny. There were so many characters, and then the character development wasn't good. The jokes were not funny, and then you have all these great actors and celebrities acting in this film, and then it wasn't that entertaining at all. I was bored in this film. Come to think of it, I wasn't enjoying this film at all. I wanted to leave halfway, and then there's so many things that didn't do well. Do well at all for me. There's so many things that doesn't make me. I don't care. But the only good quality of this film was the animation. It was colorful. It was beautifully designed. It was, you guys, funky. It was cool. It was cute. But not the execution of the story, nor the jokes, nor the screenplay, nor the editing. It was very, very poorly done in my book. I don't like that at all. Alright, number 7. Number 7 is kind of a bit of a coin toss for me. This either falls into my worst film or more the disappointing film. Unfortunately, this is on my disappointing film. And then there is Magnificent Seven. To my understanding, I never really understand why do we need a remake of films unless it's Jungle Book, where it's a very, very good remake. Magnificent Seven is an unnecessary remake of a film. I don't enjoy the film at all. I felt like the pacing was bad. The character development was bad as well. There were way too many characters in this film. I love Denzel Washington. He is not putting up to this character. It was boring. Nothing in this film excites me. I had to struggle to finish the movie and see what I was really hoping to see, something really nice. It's just an ordinary cowboy hero film. Then they are just bandits who made them magnificent heroes. Nothing in this film is fresh. I don't think that this film deserves a remake or to rewatch. It's not watchable in my book. I don't like the film at all. It was really boring and so predictable. Number 6. Okay, number 6 is one of those films that I'm really excited to watch. And when I entered the cinema, I was really hyped. I came out very disappointed because the first two prequel was quite good, to be honest, which I did really enjoy, but this one wasn't executed well, and it was Inferno. Inferno, directed by Ron Howard. He did quite a lot of good films like The Beautiful Minds, and then I personally did enjoy Da Vinci Code. I did enjoy Angels and Demons. I did enjoy Rush. Rush was like literally one of the best films ever. But seeing him fell down in this movie Inferno, I did not enjoy Inferno. It wasn't executed well. But there are some good qualities with this film, but it was majority or a big mess. There's so many things in this film I find it was poorly done. The editing was fine, but there are so many moments in this film that made me bored, but to the point I force myself. If every time I force myself, it's never a good sign. I force myself to try to be entertained by the film. Then when I watched the other people's review, it turns out that they did not enjoy this film. So it turns out that how I forced myself, it wasn't a good thing at all. Inferno was so badly executed to the point it was an unnecessary sequel. You can just left the Da Vinci Code saga alone. Number 5. So my number 5 would be Angry Birds. Oh my god, where do I start with this film? Angry Birds is such a bad film to the point it's an unnecessary production. The only reason to see this film in a sense is to be stupid. This movie is so unnecessary. I know that the game was successful, but translated from a game, literally a mobile game, to a movie is never a good sign, and then you had to do it anyway. And then later on we get an emoji film, and somehow both of them are by Sony. Oh my god, what? Have people gone mad? Do you want money that desperately? Okay, Angry Bird is not entertaining at all. It was boring as shit. Actually, there are 1 or 2 jokes that were funny, but out of 100, only 2 jokes. You gotta put that in a disappointing or the worst film of the year. The pacing was bad, and then the most surprising factor that made me put it in this film was that Sean Penn, one of the best actor in the world, he voiced a humming sound. Then what is the point of having the greatest actor in this film when he doesn't speak at all? I'm really pissed. I cannot imagine. There's so many things, so many aspects in this film that I did not enjoy. It was stupid. It was unnecessary. The pacing was slow. The Angry Birds wasn't angry. It was sarcastic. So many things that went wrong with this film. Number 4 was one of those films that, okay, it was a very unnecessary sequel, but they are trying to make the kids laugh. I did not laugh at all. I was bored the hell of it. I actually did leave halfway of it because I felt like it was unnecessary. I forced myself to went back in the cinema because I paid for $9 for this. Yeah, $9 for this film, and it was Ice Age Collision Course. This film is a repetition of everything. It's like the normal Ice Age, on and on and on, and then you have this member trying to connect with his family. It felt very repetitive and very predictable, and then it's not entertaining at all. Actually, my favorite Ice Age film was The Dawn of the Dinosaur, the 3rd one, and then this 5th one, it was so boring. Everything is predictable. Nothing in this film was fresh. The action was stupid. The jokes was stupid. It was so unnecessary. I have to tell the Blue Sky to quit making more of this film. It's not going to work anymore. It's not necessary anymore. The only quality in this film was the score. The script is the only thing that I get left off. But that is not the major point of the film, because you really need to see the main characters like the Sabertooth, the Sloth, the Mammoth. What are they going to do? But what are they doing is so repetitive. You've seen it thousands of times. It's not good at all. Let's go on to the top 3. Alright, the third one was ultimately disappointment of the film, because I actually did enjoy the first one. Yes, it is a sequel, but usually the sequel doesn't work for me, and then this one did very, very badly for me, and it is Now You See Me 2. Okay, I did not enjoy Now You See Me 2 at all. It was very, very poorly executed. I did enjoy Now You See Me 1, so to the point when I watched, after finishing Now You See Me 2, it ruins the Now You See Me franchise for me. I enjoyed Now You See Me 1 a lot. It was a good film. It was an entertaining film. I did not mind some of the stuff, to the point I did enjoy the film fairly, but this Now You See Me 2 ruins the experience of the first film, because number one, it was directed by a different director, so this one is ultimately disappointment. I did not love this film. It was stupid. The plot was stupid. Magic performance in this film was stupid. Isla Fisher, she wasn't in the film at all. She had to be replaced by another actress, which was a very big disappointment. She was annoying as hell. I did not like them at all. And then Jesse Eisenberg is as annoying as ever. He is way much more annoying as the first film. Then we have Woody Harrelson. He's not entertaining at all. He was boring as hell. So many things in this film that did not make sense. I don't want to spoil you, but the plot for the character for Morgan Freeman, that was stupid as hell. It's not nothing in this film that is good at all. Alright, the second one. The second one is also a sequel, and I really hate this film a lot. I wanted to vomit in the cinema with this film, and it is the Independence Day 2 Resurgence. Okay, to be fair, the trailer in this film looked really, really good. I did enjoy the first film because of the first one really let me think of what will happen in the second film, and then the trailer did deliver my curiosity. What I wanted to see this film. They used the alien technology to try to fight back the aliens, which what I really, really wanted to see. That's what the trailer did for me. But the execution in this film was so bad. It was so boring. I don't even like it. The acting was poor. Literally, the acting was poor. The execution was poor. I wanted to have a great president's speech, but it was not well done. There are so many stupid moments in this film. Why is this director still directing films when he has so many failed films, so many of them? And then we have Independence Day 2, and then we are going to get a sequel to Independence Day 3. I'm not going to watch this film. It's an utterly disappointment to the Independence Day franchise. I literally was shaking my head every moment in this film. It is not as good as the first Independence Day. So many boring stuff in this film. There's so many things that went so wrong in this film. It's so unnecessary sequel. Independence Day should be left on its own without having any sequels. Now we get this stupid sequel. Now we're gonna have the third one. There's so many things in this one that is so mindlessly. I don't understand why is there a sequel. It's very, very bad. Number 1. Alright, this one should be on my worst list. I mean the worst movie of the year. I don't know whether you guys know this or not. The marketing for this film was quite good, that attracted a lot of people to went into this film. And then the film itself executed very, very bad. And I'm talking about Suicide Squad. There's a lot of reasons why this film became the worst film of the year. Personally, in my list, there are a lot of people liking this film, which is good for you. But there's a lot of reasons why this is my number one worst movie of the year. Just to be sure, I'm talking about the experience in this film. This film was marketed very well. They marketed the Joker played by Jared Leto. Everywhere, they marketed this film very, very well to attract all of us. So when I entered this film expecting to have a hell lot of time, I did not enjoy this film. I was starting to criticize this film a hell lot. I did not enjoy this film. This is literally the worst film ever. It has very, very poor character development. The story was poor. The editing was poor. The screen time for the Joker was poor. Everything in this film was poor. All caused by the trailer, the hype of the film. Think about it, even Jared Leto who played Joker, he didn't even promote this film. After he watched his own performance in this film, he felt boring as shit. I literally walked out this movie angry. I was hoping to have a redeem moments in this film. There are not. The action was boring as hell. There's so many things that went so wrong. There's so many characters, and then none of them are developed well. This falls under another poor character development kind of film. It's very, very poorly done. And then I watched the extended version, which was the Blu-ray DVD. It made the film slightly better, but the outcome is still never good. It's still not good at all. It was utterly a disappointment. It's literally the worst movie of the year. Some people enjoy it, but they don't see what I see in this film. This is one of those overly hyped films that turned into a worst film of the year. I hate this film a lot. I criticize this film a lot. It became a very laughable film of all. The reason why is that it was overly hyped. It doesn't make sense. It was poorly developed. No word can really describe how bad this film, to the point is really suicidal. The music in this film was poorly done. It doesn't match at all. I know where they're trying to head, but it didn't work at all. I'm sorry to say this, Suicide Squad is my worst film of the year. I do not want to revisit this film at all. It doesn't make sense at all. Batman vs Superman, at least it was a way much more entertaining than this piece of garbage. It's really a piece of garbage. I did not enjoy Suicide Squad a lot. If you enjoy Suicide Squad, good for you. I did not enjoy Suicide Squad. It was a poorly done film. So this is my worst movie of the year. So I think I'm gonna turn my mood on for the best movie of the year. So stay tuned on my next video. And let's check out the best movie of the year. And I'll see you all next time.